Hello, Internet. This is the NABSHOW podcast, special edition, with the Steam Exploration Sale, or the Steam Autumn Sale. Today with me is Insanity Gaming. Say hello.
Hello, people.
Alright, and I am Myth Edwin, your host for today. And, hey what?
Your host. Your co-host.
And co-host, Insanity. Okay, so today we're covering all the deals, and we're going to give our opinions on a pickup of the day and a cheap pickup for the day. So, starting things off, Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. Your opinions, Insanity?
My my phone just went off. Anyway, I like Beyond Earth. Where do I start? This game was okay. It was a bit above average, just a smidge. Well, obviously, not just a smidge. It was above average, but I mean, like, I wouldn't give it any more than a 7, but I'll give it a 6 because I'm a hard ass. Just because it's basically like Civ 5 in space, but nerfed.
Yeah.
Like, no culture system. Like, what the hell? That was like one of the best parts of Civ 5. Civ 5 is a great game. And like the graphics are all the same in this one. No story. Doesn't disappoint me at all, that part. They got rid of the barbarians and replaced them with aliens. Kinda
cool, right?
It's better actually. The player models aren't as good. I mean, they're good, but I mean it's half-assed. Every other faction feels the exact same.
Okay.
And every side quest, like, will you go with speed or food? They always give you the obvious answer. And instead of the happiness system, they have you have to stay inside this green hexagon, well, all the green areas, to keep up, and it basically makes you go over health. That's what it is, like the health thing.
Yeah.
Over anything else, because if you lower that, you have like no chance of getting anything else and everything. It's just like really. And it still is really addictive with the one more turn mentality, but it's overall just a big, disappointment, and one of the most disappointing games of the year, but it still manages to be a good game.
Well, my opinion was it could have been an expansion to Civ 5.
Yeah, it could have been more, it could have been an expansion instead of an actual huge game. Well, huge game is an overstatement, but it could, other than a big game. And they didn't have to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Because look at Brave New World. That was an expansion, and it was better than Civ 5.
Yeah.
But they still have the mod system, which is in the game menu.
The mod system is in Beyond Earth?
Yeah, you know the mod system, right?
Yeah.
How, like, you can actually, like, they have mods that are in, like, the main menu.
Like, I saw one for, like, Attack on Titan and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in this one there's one in the pause menu. I actually uninstalled this game. Teehee.
But well, I actually thought of it. It could have been an expansion. Could have been Sid Meier's Civilization 5 Beyond Earth.
Yeah.
And then you just chose, hey, do you want to do Beyond Earth, or do you just want to play a game of Civ 5? Or
let's do the same thing.
What you could have done is you could have went so far into the game you developed a spaceship and did the Beyond Earth part. But then that would take too long, so there should just be an option. Hey, do you just want to cut to Beyond Earth, or do you want to?
Yeah.
Do you want to start at like 5000 BC? But I kind of thought what Insanity did, like it took out a lot of the mechanics, and that's why I thought it could have been like an expansion, because then you would have had the mechanics of Brave New World still in it.
It kept a lot of the stuff. It kept a lot of the stuff. Content, but it also got rid of some and replaced it with new stuff that kind of just demolished.
Wasn't as good
experience for me, but I have to admit I actually might give it a 7 because I had so much fun with the game, but it was just like.
It's Civ, you know what you're getting, right?
A 6. I'm just gonna say a 6 because even though I had so much fun, the flaws are
outweigh
are close to, well, not even close, like, but they're visible. When there is flaws, they're visible and they're annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my take on Beyond Earth.
Alright, next we got Goat MMO Simulator or Goat Simulator for $5.50
Oh,
Canadian
I'd pick it.
dollars. All these prices are in Canadian dollars, by the way. And if we didn't say Beyond Earth, it is $35 Canadian. I think it is $30 American price, if you're listening from the Americas.
With Goat Sim, oh, I love this game. You're not a big fan of it, but I've had so much fun on this game, and I can't wait to reinstall it.
Yeah.
Go on the because I'm getting my top action. Reinstall it. Go back, play it with a bunch, with like Matthew, some other people on the MMO, and it's gonna be so much fun.
I think it's just a single player edition. Let me just check real quick.
No, the MMO.
Yeah, is it?
No, it's an actual MMO.
Is it multiplayer?
Yeah, it's the multiplayer mode they were talking about. They released it as like an MMO. You know how Goat Sim was always gonna have multiplayer?
Yeah.
They made it like an MMO, but it hasn't. I think it's like a YouTube exclusive right now for YouTubers, popular YouTubers.
No, it just recently released.
Yeah.
So normal people can play it right now.
I cannot wait to get on there and play it. I love Goat Sim. I mean, the game is obviously a low score because it's not even really a game. It's like you're a goat
for sure.
doing all this crap with super bugs. But I mean, the bugs actually enhance the game experience.
It just makes it that much funnier, right?
And brings up the score. Yeah, because it's a pure comedy game. You don't play it for a great story.
You play it for laughs.
You play it for laughs, and for what it is, it's like a 10. Like, because it's perfect. Well, not actually.
Well, it should be like a 7 or an 8.
Well, for what it is, man.
For what it is,
there
yeah.
isn't better comedy simulator games.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Surgeon Simulator was good, but it was like it got annoying after a while.
Yeah.
And Goat Simulator is just endless fun.
For sure.
Alright, so I would say pick that up.
Yeah, if you got the cash and you don't already own Goat Sim, I would say pick it up. It's a funny experience.
Even pick it up for the MMO. Like, 5 is a bargain because if you don't want to play the really real game, fine, just play the MMO. It's sick.
Yeah.
And with Beyond Earth, I would say pick it up if you're a fan of Civilization. If you're not a fan of Civilization,
or RTSs in general, kind of.
Yeah, well,
like
no,
the 4X.
Basically just Civ, because if you don't like Civ and you buy this, then you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
It's not a good game to start the series in. If you want to actually get into the series,
Start with like Civ 4 or Civ 5.
Personally, I'm not a humongous fan of the Civ franchise. I love Civ 5. It's one of my favorite games, my favorite RTS probably, well, one of my favorite RTSs anyway. I like
my favorite,
quite a bit.
StarCraft and XCOM for me.
Oh yeah, XCOM. Wait, the original XCOM?
Both. The new one. I haven't played the original. I like the new one.
I love the new one. Yeah, I like RTSs, but I mean, Civ has always been okay, but I mean, Civ 5 is probably one of the best RTS games ever made.
Yeah.
So, well, at least Brave New World. So, yeah. Only pick it up if you like Civ. Because it's so different.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Speaking of RTSs, Company of Heroes 2 is $10 American.
I have no say in this. I actually just heard about Company of Heroes.
Well, from what I know, Company of Heroes is a World War II RTS. And, one second.
I would love to play that, actually. I might pick it up myself if I get the money.
It's World War II RTS, and it's multiplayer. You go on operations as either, like, the Axis or the Allies, and you have a good time. It's the sequel to Company of Heroes. If you like that franchise, it'd be cool. Or if you're just, like, interested in World War II, it'd be an interesting pickup.
Yeah, my friend Matthew is he's gonna pick it up. For sure.
Probably.
He likes the first one, so.
Alright, the next thing.
Sorry if we didn't cover that game, I've never played a Company of Heroes game.
Me neither.
I tend to, but I just haven't had the time.
Oh, my mistake. It's Soviet Red Army, so it's not German.
Well, I'm too occupied with another game on this list that will be coming up soon. Anyway, next.
Alright, the next game we got is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. If you don't have this game, I play a crap load of this, and it is worth your $8.50 or like $7 or whatever it is American.
I'm gonna hide in the corner. I only have the PlayStation. I only have the PlayStation 3 version, and even that when my PlayStation account got kind of hacked into, I lost that game. Someone came into my PlayStation account and started uninstalling some of my games, so I lost Go, and I was pissed. But from what I remember and what I have played on the PC, because you know I played the game quite a bit.
Yeah.
It is an entertainment game. Like you don't play Counter-Strike for the story, just like you don't play Call of Duty for the story.
There is no story in Counter-Strike, in fact. Barely.
Exactly. Well, if you look at the fan fictions, you can be.
Fan fictions.
As the terrorists screwed the counter-terrorist in the bomb hole.
Oh.
Screams.
Okay.
Screams.
Oh yeah, CS:GO. It's worth your money. Good
Yes.
time. Best with friends though, because you don't want people screaming at you for using a P90.
It's actually one of the better games. It's
It
probably the
requires
best
a lot of
FPS.
strategic
If
stuff.
you want to be honest, if I have to be honest here, it's probably one of the best first-person shooter game, if not the best first-person
You
shooter.
are correct. I'd give it a 9.
If someone's like, "Oh, Halo," you just leave the stream or video. Or
Master Chief Collection must buy.
Oh my god, you know Microsoft gave up on the Master Chief Collection, right?
Already?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
You know how the Xbox One has no digital copy refunds?
Yep.
For Halo Master Chief, they're giving out every type of refund, including digital copy refund.
Really?
So if you weren't glad with your experience, you can refund it through digital copy and get your money back and the game's uninstalled.
And then you can just buy a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. They gave up on it. It was really bad. It was one of the worst. Literally, people are saying it's probably the worst HD remaster.
Well, that sucks, because I wanted to play me some Halo 2 and 3.
Well, Halo, to be honest, Halo 1 and 2 were good. It's just
I was
really
gonna get it
fun.
for the campaign, but
No one gets Halo for the campaign. They get it for the online. Halo's a shit game. The campaign is about aliens defending their religion. You kidding me? Oh, we're fighting these guys. And then the writers are like, let's come up with an idea to make it seem like we're not just killing aliens for the fact of killing aliens. Like,
Okay.
if you wanna get that fact down, then why do you have a multiplayer that's all about killing the other team?
alright.
Well, that makes no sense. But still, shut up.
Alright. I don't know how we got from CS:GO to Halo, but
Well, I was saying how if anyone thinks that Halo is the best FPS game ever made,
Yeah.
or Call of Duty, then they're mentally retarded and don't know a good game when it comes.
alright. Next game we have is a wonderful little survival game called Don't Starve.
Okay. This game was so close. It might be in my top 10. I don't know. It's bordering. It's on the borderline between like crap. What's that game called? I used to play it a lot.
What?
No, I still play it.
What genre is it?
Survival horror. Alien Isolation. On the border of Alien Isolation. It's such a fun game. Don't Starve.
Yeah.
It's not big. It's a small game. It's going for cheap.
Yeah, it's gone for $4.24 Canadian, or your regional equivalent.
It's actually a pretty cool game. What is it again? You're like stuck in the forest and you have to survive a certain amount of days.
Yeah, actually, it's like you have to survive for a certain amount of days, but after you accomplish that goal, you can keep going on and on and on
Until you die.
until you die.
Yeah, last time I played that game was a month ago or two.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, Don't Starve is worth your time, I would say.
like it's like a 7 or an 8, because there is flaws in the game. It crashed on me a couple times.
Well, you know, but it's an indie studio. You can kind of get over it a little bit. Cut on some
but
slack. It's a small little company. It's probably, I thought it was made by like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, it crashed a bit, glitched a bit. Overall, it's a good game. They could have added a bit more content, but overall, it's like a
They made a free
7.5.
expansion for that though, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like a bit more enhancement, like the story.
Yeah. Next thing is another survival horror game that I have heard of that is okay. It's called Alone Dark. It's a first-person survival game, kind of like DayZ, but not. And you're basically, it's post-disaster kind of thing. It's like you're in the winter, and you gotta like survive the winter. You gotta loot stuff. There's gonna be people scenarios. And you gotta like find shotguns and crap, and it's a nice little feel to the game. Like the art design in that game looks very interesting.
And you've heard it's okay?
And I've heard it's okay. You know, it's in early access still. It's in like alpha,
Alright.
maybe like
Remember
early
the good
beta.
old days of, remember the good old days of Dethroned when it was in early access?
It might still be.
Are you serious? It's been a freaking year since I played that game.
Let's see.
Anyway, if you don't know what Dethroned is, it's like okay, it's kind of bad MOBA. If you can call
Still
it
is
MOBA.
good.
But it's fun. I've played it with him a lot. It's fun, but it bugs out a lot and it crashes, and you have to be like connected through Facebook or something. It's okay. It's like 6 or 5. It bugs out too much. The graphic
Yeah.
quality is bad as hell. But it is a really fun game, and for that I give it props. And I think it's an indie game too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but it was okay. Anyway, what were you talking about? Along there. Neither of us have played it though, so we can't.
But I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't give.
I
you,
don't
like,
think there's any
in-depth-
multiplayer in it yet.
Yeah, we can't give a good look for you guys on that. Sorry.
It's $11 Canadian. I think that's about $10 American.
Mhm.
It could be worth your time. You might want to look up some gameplay before before you pick it up. But
Yeah.
I'd
No.
say, from what I've seen and heard, it would be worth your time.
All right. What's the next game?
The next game we got is gonna be Lords of the Fallen. Have you heard?
Capcom's Dark Souls.
Basically, is what Capcom's Dark Souls. Oh, graphically, it looks a bit better than Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, Dark Souls is known for graphics. It's known for being the hardest game ever in my opinion. At least Dark Souls 2.
This one's a bit easier too, so it's a bit easier on people. But
But I mean, Dark Souls 2. Actually, no. Dark Souls 2. I forgot about that game. That was this year, right?
yeah.
Dark Souls 2 is this year. That's one
Yeah.
of my favorite games of the year. It beat the first one in personal opinion, and being in difficulty and storytelling and in combat and in gameplay. It was just a better game. I had more fun with it. I broke a remote.
Yep.
You know this.
Yep.
And I played it on PC, and I still broke a remote. And yeah, it was just a wonderful game. Anyway, Lords of the Fallen. Personally, I have a bit of bias against the game just because it's like a rip-off of Dark Souls, and Dark Souls is probably
It's a bit more easy.
up there in like my top 10 favorite game franchises, and it's only 2 games, and that's pretty
No,
good.
3 if you count Demon Souls.
Demon Souls isn't a part of Dark Souls, though.
Yeah, it technically is.
Not really.
But it is.
No, it isn't. What's the similarities, man?
Lots, actually.
I know.
Dark Souls was the sequel to Demon Souls, and then Dark Souls 2 was the sequel
Wait, are
to
you
Dark
serious?
Souls.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I didn't like Demon Souls that much.
but it was the sequel. Next game we got is The Evil
Be right
Within.
back.
Oh my god. Alright. I have to find some music.
I'm back.
Okay.
What's the next game? My brother just came into the room I was previously in, and I was like, nope.
Alright. Next game's The Evil Within for like $20 American.
Oh, yes. See, you...
I have
heard
not
from-
played it. I've heard good things, sort of.
You
And-
heard from your boyfriend that it was okay.
My boyfriend.
TV.
TB is not my boyfriend, bro. Total Biscuit is not my boyfriend.
Alright, but yeah,
PC port was bad.
The what?
PC was
It wasn't bad. Like,
below.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't like freaking. What's that game? Just came out. It wasn't. No, yeah, not just came out. It wasn't Watch Dogs, okay?
Okay, it wasn't Watch Dogs. Assassin's
But-
Creed Unity.
Oh my god, that's what I was talking about. Oh, both Ubisoft. Oh, Ubisoft. Oh,
Huh, Ubisoft.
what have you done? But at least Far Cry 4 is amazing. Anyway, Evil Within. Great game. You're Sebastian, a police detective who gets called to a big homicide at this mansion. And then you get sucked into like an alternate universe with demons and zombies and stuff.
Yeah, boy.
What the hell? This game is creepy, man. It's scary too. It's the best survival horror since freaking best survival horror game since Resident Evil 4. And it's created by the same guy. Wow, who would think? Like legit survival horror, not those free-to-play games.
Oh yeah, totes fabs, like.
Free-to-play games are like buggies. Oh. Anyway, but it's spectacular. I think the gameplay is fantastic. The story could be better, but for what it is, it's great.
Yeah.
The only main issue I'll actually have about the game is the protagonist is pretty bad. He's, how do you say this right? He's a terrible protagonist.
Mm.
I don't like his character. He's boring. He's like he suffers from the same thing Aiden Pierce did. He was just a boring guy stuck in a game. But I mean, like, at least Evil Within, it might be one of my top 5 games of the year. I don't know, I just was genuinely scared, and psychologically too. It was a psychological horror game.
Yeah.
What? Not jump scares every 2 minutes? Isolation, but Isolation, I think Don't Starve is better now that I think of it than Isolation, but hey, Isolation, I have to give it props. It was like the only good actual Alien game that came out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what my favorite is? Totally Alien vs Predator.
Dude, I actually love that game.
Apparently it was okay.
Like the Marine gameplay
EVP.
was bad, but when you got to play
Colonial Marines, man, that's totally my favorite.
Oh yeah, Colonial Marines is my favorite worst game of 2000. My worst game of 2000.
13.
Wait, what else came in 2013 that was really bad?
Lots. Alright, next game we got
Wait, I'm not done talking about it.
Alright.
God damn it, never. But yeah, it's like
Meath.
I just broke
It's
my
Meath.
bench press.
It's Meath.
I just broke,
Meath Edwin.
I just broke my bench press.
Good job.
I'm not kidding. I just kicked it. Anyway, yeah, it might be one of my top 5 games of the year. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. I know it's a bit
Damn,
high,
that's
but
generous.
come on, it was my most anticipated game of the year.
Yeah.
My second most anticipated was Mordor. That game, to me,
Yeah.
almost lived up to the hype. To me, Evil Within lived up to its hype. I knew it was going to have flaws because it's survival horror and it's the comeback of the guy who made the Resident Evil games. So I knew it was going to have flaws since it is a comeback. Not every comeback's amazing, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Expendables 2, but it was still
Oh my god.
could be wrong. But I mean, like, it was a great return, and I want to see him make more material, not a sequel. More material to this game.
Alright.
Like DLCs and everything,
Yeah,
and more
yeah.
material in general, because this was a fantastic game. Return to form for him. Congratulations. Let's have like a standing ovation.
Alright, next game we got. I might have just changed my mind about the pickup of the day.
What's this game?
It's Sid Meier's Civilization 5 Complete Edition. So this comes with Gods and Kings and Brave New World for the lowly price of like $10.
Okay, pick up the game that's changed from Evil Within to this. $10 for arguably the best RTS game ever
Yeah.
made.
With that one more turn addiction.
Brave New Worlds with it too, eh?
Yeah, Brave New World is in the complete edition now.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And it's got a bunch of new little factions with it, and there's scenarios and stuff in there.
Dude, I might pick that up. Is it only going for today, or is it going for, like...
Do you want me to check real quick?
Yes, please, I might pick it up.
It ends in probably about 2 days.
Oh, fuck. What's its normal price? $50?
Yeah, like $50.
Pick this up. 2 games, actually, this will be my cheap game pickup. And my game pickup.
No? Okay.
The hardest part is, I absolutely love Evil Within. One of my favorite games of the year. Civ 5 is one of my favorite games of all time. So
Yeah.
this is hard. This is weird. I'm gonna go with Civ 5. And Evil Within is one of my favorite survival horrors of all time. Next to, it's my second favorite because it's next to Resident Evil 4. But let's be honest here, survival horror games aren't all that great most of the time.
Yeah. Alright,
Half
next.
of them are freaking free-to-play games. I just crushed my toe with a weight. That really hurts. Anyway. So Civ 5 would be like a 10. 20 out of 10.
With all the Brave New World and stuff, right?
Yeah, with that. Alone, it's like an 8 or a 9 because the multiplayer servers are bad and...
Yeah.
And there is some bugs and the game crushes quite a bit. But, yeah.
There's so many sales to go through.
What's next?
So many. This will take us like hours. Alright, what's next, you ask?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna have to start like going into Alright, after the featured, we're just gonna have to skim through these things.
Alright.
Alright. So next is Watch Dogs. Next featured deal is Watch Dogs.
I've already talked about this. My opinion on Watch Dogs is a low score because of overhype and unpolished. You know I hate games that are unpolished. But somehow I love Goat Sim because it knew it was like that. It's not a game that was rushed. It took a couple of years or so to develop. It was from an industry...
Oh, Watch Dogs also was delayed a lot.
Yeah. And the PC port was unacceptable.
Yeah.
Lowering the res. Oh my god, so much.
Alright, next game we got here is Injustice Gods Among Us. I actually really like this game.
Superhero fighter game, right?
By NetherRealm.
I liked it. I mean, it did disappoint me.
One note, if you're gonna buy this on PC, at least have a controller.
One note, don't pick it up on PC. Come on, you know it's meant for
Pick
console.
it up on PC, but you have to have a fight stick or a controller to play it.
Because if you're using the keyboard and it's just and the mouse...
Sure, it would be playable, but it's a bit harder without one. So, I would recommend it if you have a controller or a fight stick around.
Personally, I think the comics of Injustice, the plot line and the story in Injustice is so good, it actually outweighs the gameplay, and that's bad. And the gameplay feels like it's trying to be Mortal Kombat 9 with superheroes, but it doesn't succeed.
That's pretty much what it's trying to do, anyway.
The gameplay wasn't as solid, and it just wasn't as good. Also, Mortal Kombat 9, if you don't have that already, you're picking it up right now.
Also, point,
Best Mortal Kombat.
Why did they release an iPad version of this game?
Oh, the iPad version is fine.
Is it good?
It's not that bad. It's really fun. It's a fun game to play when you're out. You just like beat the shit out of other superheroes, and it handles like the actual game with an extreme graphics downgrade.
1 second.
No story. An arcade fighter. Like Mortal Kombat 3 for mobile for Apple Store.
Yee-hee.
That game is like 6 or actually no, low to mid 7.
Alright. Next game we got here is Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion.
What?
You know anything about Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion?
No.
Well,
You.
I don't.
Right,
But
next.
from what it seems, it's an RTS 4X, so that's... Yeah. So it's an RTS kind of like Civ, sci-fi, so it's like Beyond Earth, but probably a bit more polished and stuff, so... I don't know, and it's cheaper than Beyond Earth.
Well, Beyond Earth wasn't unpolished. It's just they took too much away from what made Civ 5 a great experience and added some different stuff that didn't work. And they just nerfed the game. It's like in Counter-Strike when they nerfed the FAMAS. It's like that, except they nerfed the whole game.
So do you just want to say it's a cheaper alternative to Beyond Earth?
Yep.
Alright. Next game's...
Pick up Beyond Earth instead. It's probably more polished.
The next game is Wargame Red Dragon. Kinda know a bit about this game.
I don't.
It's basically an RTS, except you control battleships on the open sea. It's an interesting little game if you're looking for something different. It's actually really complex too. If you're looking for a game to just dive into and learn, it's gonna take a while, but Red Dragon Wargame is gonna be good.
Go into Beyond Earth if you're looking for one. I actually might recommend Beyond Earth. It's not. I know what
No, I recommend Civ 5 Complete Edition.
Yeah, I mean, I'm recommending both because I'm just kind of such a fan of Civ 5. I can't really hate on Beyond Earth much. I don't know. I enjoyed myself, so that's why I'm saying all this nice stuff, but also all this bad stuff when I actually came to the game. Anyway, next.
Alright, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Oh my god, do I... This game? Short. How much is it?
$13.
Are you kidding? It's a really short game. It's like 3 hours. Anyway, or more. That's what I got. I haven't played it. I've seen a review from G3 News, and it said it was a really immersive experience. It plays like a movie, and it's really, I think, psychological mystery. It seems like a really good game, though.
Yeah, it's a mystery detective game from what it says on Steam. And I saw some people stream it. It looks interesting.
Looks amazing. I might pick that. Remember, we're doing a series. Every day we're gonna go over the Steam sales and give our thoughts on them.
Yeah.
And when the Christmas sale comes up, that's gonna be a lot of data.
That's 2 weeks of the NABSHOW. If you guys want to go do that.
Yeah.
2 weeks of the NABSHOW. Next game. This is a game I tell you to avoid. It is Age of Mythology Extended Edition. So basically, this is an HD version that is not HD.
So it's that Master Chief Collection. It's probably better.
So this Age of Mythology HD version is basically Age of Empires, except it has gods. You control like pieties.
I mean, the original Age of Empires 2 is probably what type of game? It's not a real time strategy. It's strategy
With a twist.
It's a type of strategy game. It's like a unit strategy or something. I don't know, but I mean, like, it's one of my favorite games. Age of Empires 2. I know it was glitchy and stuff, and graphics aren't great, but that's because it's an old game. But I don't have it on Steam. I have a copy gold cover. But I mean, you play this game, and I spent I poured more hours in the game than including WoW.
You're lagging, dude.
Am I lagging right now?
I think you're a bit better.
Alright. I've spent more hours in the Age of Empires 2 Gold Edition, along with the Conquerors, than any other game, including WoW.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Over like a couple 100,000, you know.
Alright.
It was released in the 90s. Old game. But
So,
it's outstanding.
Age of Mythology, avoid it. Age of Empires 2, pick it up if you want.
That's what you got out of that.
Alright. So, next is a nice little cheap little addition to the sale, Battle Block Theater. 169 Canadian, I think that's about 99 cents American. And I'd say it's worth it. It's a nice little hectic party game, kind of free 4-player co-op game. Made by the same people who made Castle Crashers, so you know it's going to be a little...
Oh, it's obviously going to be good.
I've played it. It's good. It's good. It's enjoyable. If you've got a couple friends, just... It's really cheap. Just get your friends to, like, spend $1. Like, legit, it's $1. Like, pick it up. It's $1.
What's your rating for this game?
Probably about... If you got 4 friends with you, probably like a 7.
Not a brawl. I mean, not a smash.
If you got 3 other friends to play with you in this game, it'd be probably about a 7 or an 8. Alright. Next
game.
Next game's FTL, Faster Than Light.
Oh.
Let you take this one away.
Oh, I haven't played this game much.
Oh, I played it. I've played it for like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Oh, I've played FTL, but I've only spent like 10 hours in this game. The last time I played it was like last year.
Basically, it's make your ship, you get really attached to your crew, and then like there's scenarios, and then you...
extremely hard.
Yeah.
It is a great...
Might I add, soundtrack is amazing.
Let me put it this way, it's kind of like, it's one of those games you can somewhat call a masterpiece because it is outstanding.
The soundtrack is a masterpiece.
Oh yeah. My favorite soundtrack, I like the Sunset Overdrive soundtrack just because I'm a metalhead. Even though that is punk music, and some metal. I just love rock in general. All the subgenres and everything.
Yeah.
So I love that, but it's not one of the best soundtracks ever.
For like $2.50 American, this game's like worth it. It's good.
Oh my god.
Worth your time.
$2.50?
American,
Pick it up.
It's $3.29 Canadian.
FTL is a wonderful, beautiful game. You get so sucked into your ship, and then
it dies.
Another ship comes up to you, destroys your ship, and you restart.
And you're like, nope, though that was FTL, right?
Oh yeah.
Like that was fun. It's not like I spent all day with that ship.
The thing with this game, FTL, is warning, safety hazard. You might kill your little brother or older brother or anyone around you while you're raging at this game, because it is a rage game, man. Like, it is a hard game.
Yeah, for sure.
Not like Dark Souls 2, but it is a hard game. And mainly the difficulty goes to having the balls to create another ship.
Oh yeah.
Because your previous ship just died. And it's...
And you get attached to your crew and everything.
Yeah.
I don't.
Overall, it's like a 9/10. It's amazing.
Soundtrack's for sure like a 10. It's a masterpiece. Buy it just for the soundtrack, I would say. But the gameplay is great, and the soundtrack's amazing. Even if you didn't like the gameplay, the soundtrack is like...
I can't really find much flaws, except for I didn't play a lot of it because I was raging, and that's a bad thing, because if a game could be so hard and keep you coming back to want to beat it,
yeah,
like Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1, then that's good. But this game is just hard, and then you don't want to beat it because your previous ship just died, and you don't want to die when you jump into the game.
Yeah.
But overall, it's like an 8. It's an amazing game. Or 9 sounds good, but it's like an outstanding game with one of the best soundtracks. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Alright, next game we got, another good pickup if you are interested, is the Stanley Parable if you do not already own it.
If you do not know about the Stanley Parable, I suggest you hang yourself right now.
No, what if someone just stumbled across this?
Well then, buy it. The Stanley Parable is an amazing game that has not much gameplay except for walking, but it has the story.
The story is mind-blowing.
It might be the best storytelling since since Half-Life 2. And my favorite games go Half-Life 2, all the episodes of Half-Life 2,
Yeah.
and then Last of Us. I don't know, maybe Valiant Hearts. I love that game. But I don't know what number 3 is, but Stanley Parable is a great game. You won't get much hours of it because, yet again, it's not really gameplay as it is just an outstanding narrative
Yeah.
about, like, and it breaks the fourth
Stanley
wall
in
so
the
much.
sky.
And it has, like, what is it, a social commentary about technology and about how we live our lives and how being average isn't really that good. You have to go out and do more. And it's a wonderful, wonderful game. It's a masterpiece in gaming and storytelling. The only problem I have with it is that there is no gameplay. It could be easily told in a short story, but thank God it was not told in a short movie, because this game is outstanding.
Yeah.
Story 10, gameplay like 0. So I'm gonna
All you
have
do
to
is
give
walk.
it a 9 out. So I'm gonna have to get it a 9 out of 10. And the graphics are, well, it's
Good.
It's like halfway through.
They're good.
Yeah.
This, keep in mind, this was originally a mod for Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
When they made it into a nice little game. And it's wonderful. Next, we got the original Dead Island for $5.50.
See, I like the original Dead Island. Riptide.
It was good.
You stay away from Riptide. You stay away from Riptide, or it will kill you. But I mean, Dead Island was an actually really good zombie survival game.
It's fun with
is
friends
better,
too, for sure.
Better than Left 4 Dead for sure, because it's so unique.
Yeah, it's like an
Has a good
RPG
story.
too.
Yeah, and the gameplay is outstanding, but it has
It has
lot of bugs.
the bugs and the glitches at times, you know.
But on well, that's for PC. For PS3, I have actually, I think I still have it. I might the Greatest Hits edition. It's really good. I really enjoy that game. To say like an 8, high 7.
Yeah, probably a high
Fun as
7 for
hell.
me.
Use it because the melee in this game. If you use guns in this game, you're a noob. Simply put, the game is meant to use the melee. Like,
Yeah.
the guns are good, but the melee animations are really good, and just the melee takes everything else that makes the game good. And it's like, might be the best part of the game, other than playing it with friends. And the Easter egg, I think, no, that's Riptide, the Jason Voorhees Easter egg.
Alright. So, our second last descriptive sale of the day is The Wolf Among Us. I'm gonna say this is probably one of my picks for the day.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a wonderful game. Last Among Us.
Wonderful game.
Telltale delivers
knocks
again.
everything out of the water. Game after game. It's beautiful.
Tales of the Borderlands is actually one of the best, one of the better,
Ones?
yeah, and it's also supposed to be a more or less like, Cowboy Bebop-ish, and if
Yeah.
it is, then I will be the happiest guy on earth and buy it, and literally donate money to Telltale Games, because what I've seen from them, I don't think you can donate money to Telltale, but I'll find a way.
Well,
Make one to me.
I am hoping that the Game of Thrones next month is gonna be good.
It will, trust me. When they took on, you know what happened when they took on The Walking Dead. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And Wolf Among Us was better.
Yeah. Based
No,
off the DC
maybe.
comic. Beautiful. Beautiful game.
Like, I think where Telltale shines is when they're taking someone else's material. I
And
know,
making
I'm
it
not
better.
saying- yeah. I mean, that's not really a big compliment, but it kind of is. Like, they're the best adapters in industry. like better than anyone who's adapted a movie
Oh yeah.
or a book.
But Sam and Max
Because-
was their own IP, wasn't it?
No, I think Sam and Max was based off a series of graphic novels.
Oh, was it?
I think. Maybe.
I don't
I
know.
love Sam and Max, though. They're fun games. If that is their own IP, then it might be wrong that they're not just an adaptation company. But
One
what
second,
they're
let me
known
look
for,
at it.
what they're known for is all adaptations. And that's where they thrive. I think it's based off like a graphic novel or a comic series. Or it's their own IP.
No, it's originally a comic book series. Sam
Yeah.
and Max.
See? Boom! I got it right!
1987.
I got it right. That's probably why you didn't know it. It's so old.
Yeah. Crypto the Necrodancer.
I think my dad is a complete shit. Anyway, Sam, pick up Wolf Among Us. It's like a 9 out of 10. It's a great
Yeah.
game. Great
Yeah,
story
for sure.
about fairy tales and you're the big bad wolf. But
And it's based off a DC
detective-
comic, too.
DC comic series.
A DC comic series, yeah. Big
Yeah,
D.
they're good.
Crypto
Comics are
the-
good too. I've
yeah,
actually read some
yeah.
of them. I
No,
like the first 3 issues.
last
Nice.
detailed
Oh.
game I don't really know about is Crypto the Necrodancer. I hear it's just
Oh,
a
I don't know.
roguelike rhythm game. I have no idea. But
I like
Hear it-
Risk of Rain's probably one of the best rogue games.
I hear it's good. People are giving it like 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10.
Well, that's what I'm gonna give it. Haha. Even though I haven't played it, I'm
Alright.
I'm gonna give people my opinion. It's shit.
Out of the featured games, what is your stay away, what is your cheap buy, and what is your must buy?
Name all the stay away. What were all the games?
Well, in my opinion, I'm gonna stay away from Watch Dogs. I would stay away from
No.
Watch Dogs
I'm gonna stay away from Age of Mythology.
and Age of Mythology.
I'm not gonna stay away from Watch Dogs just because when they patched it up, the multiplayer is so fun. If you want to see an example of why the multiplayer is so fun, watch Vanoss Gaming. He did videos on it, and it's really good. It's really funny.
Well, the PC port isn't that good.
Pardon?
The PC port isn't that good for Watch
No,
Dogs.
the console support is pretty good.
Well,
And
we're talking
the-
PC here, so.
Oh. Yeah, don't pick it up for PC, but if you want to, talking about in general, pick it up. But I mean, it's not as bad as Age of Mythology, so.
So stay away from Age of Mythology and Watch Dogs.
Yeah, for the PC. And, get my pick, Civ 5. I was so close between Civ 5 and
Yep.
Evil Within, but I have to go with Civ 5 because it's just a better game. And even though I want everyone to buy Evil Within, I want everyone to buy Civ 5 more. So get Civ 5 as my big pick, number 1 pick of the Steam
Yep.
sale. And my second is
What's your
my
cheap pick?
second biggest pick of the Steam sale.
What's your cheap pick?
will have to be Evil Within, yeah.
What's your cheap pick though? As in
FTL.
like, yeah, alright.
FTL. No question.
Alright,
FTL or Goat Sim. FTL or Goat Sim.
Alright, my big pick is probably gonna be Civ as well, but just to be a bit different, I'd probably go for something like, what was it, The Wolf Among Us? Just to be different, I'll go for The Wolf Among Us. That's a good game that should be picked up. The season's over now for Wolf Among Us. It's worth your
They're coming
time.
out with a second one too.
Yeah, it's worth your time.
Oh yeah.
And my not so big priced pickup for the day would probably be Battle Block Theater. It's a fun little game. Like, you can't go wrong for $1 game, really.
Also, if you want to get a game like Battle Block Theater that's more expensive, not as polished, but you can get like a demo for free on NGDB, Gang Beasts. It's Gang Beasts is a really fun game. A bit buggy though.
And now we're skimming through some of the other sales that are going on.
But you guys know, we're just gonna, for these ones, we're just gonna be like pick or no pick.
Yeah, yes
and
or
a quick
no.
statement why.
Yeah. So
Pick or
we've gone
no.
through most of these. Tales of the Borderlands.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Like
yeah.
now.
Pick it up.
That
Good.
actually. We haven't played it yet, but it's just Telltale games, so pick it up.
Yeah.
If it says Telltale on it, you're picking it up. If you don't like it, you don't know what gaming truly is. I'm
All
just
right.
kidding. It's all personal opinion.
If you still don't have this game, I guess you should pick it up at Skyrim.
Oh yeah, but even though it is a truly overrated game, pick it up.
Pick it up, you know. That's good.
A good game.
Alright. This War of Mine. It's a good game. It's only 10% off, though.
Oh.
This War of Mine, I hear it's a great, like, survival war kind of thing. I hear it's great.
I haven't played it, so, or heard much about it, except from you, so.
So, I'm gonna say, maybe wait till it gets a bit cheaper, but if you want to spend the $20, I'd say pick it up. Next game we got here, Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Yes or no?
Pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up for sure.
One of the best games of the year. Pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up. Binding of Isaac.
Good game.
Shadow of Mordor. Next
Pick it
for
up.
$40. It's worth it.
Just pick it up. Just. I don't care if
Yeah.
it's not on sale. Properly pick it up.
It's 25% off, so it's like $40.
Yeah, that might be actually that.
It's $15 cheaper. You can't go wrong.
Oh my God! You can get Five Nights at Freddy 1 and 2 for like the App Store.
You didn't know that.
No, I'm gonna probably buy it right now.
Alright, next game is Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition. We went over that. It's okay. South Park The Stick of Truth.
If you have, pick it up.
Yep,
Probably one of the best games of the year too.
pick it up. It captures South Park perfectly. I'd say pick it up. Arma 3, $43. If you want.
Oh yeah, it's Arma. It's enough said. It's Arma.
Arma's fun. Yeah, pick it up if you want. Company of Heroes, Tales of Valor. Here that's okay.
You could skip.
Here that's okay.
Yeah, my friend Matthew said it was pretty bad, so I'm not gonna pick it up.
Alright, next is Borderlands 2 for $11.
Pick it up.
If you don't have it, pick it
Jesus
up.
Christ. Going through these, I'm realizing I might have to redo my thing. No, still none of these are better than Civ 5. Even Evil Within, man,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Wargame, Airland Battle. It's like Wargame, the naval stuff. It's a real-time strategy game. It's okay. So, if you're into that stuff, I'd say pick it up. But if you're not, I wouldn't. I wouldn't bother.
I'm going with his opinion on this one.
Alright, and then we got Wargame, Red Dragon. We already went through that. Mass Effect 2, pick it up.
Oh my God, Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 1.
Mass Effect 2 might be is probably better than the Evil Within. Mass Effect 1
For
is
$7.50, Mass Effect 2, pick it up.
I mean, like, Mass Effect 2 is a better game than Evil Within. I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, I just want people to rush out and buy Evil Within because it's a newer game, and I want you to support the guy who made it because he's coming back after one of the biggest vandalism of a game series.
Yeah.
Resident Evil
For
5,
Six.
Raccoon City,
And Raccoon City.
6,
And 6.
oh God, Revelations, all those freaking
There's a
games
typo on the 3DS case, eh? For Revelations, and its first line of production, there was a typo on Revelations.
I don't blame them. There deserves to be much more than a typo. It should be like, don't buy this game unless you're fucking stupid. That's why I pimp slap. That's why I pimp slap myself after this game was released because I bought it.
Alright, Mass
Anyway.
Effect. Mass Effect 1, $5. It's a good game. I beat it. It's good. Not as good as Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's
Or
worth
3.
your time. Pick it up.
I actually like 3 better too, except for the ending of 3. The ending of 3 is just
3 was good. But the ending
of
wasn't
3
that good. Daisy
wasn't
for
that good.
$30.
It's one of the worst endings of all time.
Yeah, it was. Red, green, or
Daisy's
blue.
pretty good.
I wouldn't.
Get Daisy when it's patched.
Yeah, get Daisy when it's patched. Not worth it in its current state.
Even though it might take a couple years, but whatever.
Company of Heroes 1, 274.
Pick it up.
I
My
guess.
friend, that's not my recommendation, that's my friend's recommendation. Pick it
Yeah.
up.
Next we got Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon. This looks interesting. Just came out today.
Pick it up, it's Warhammer.
It's Warhammer and it's a strategy game. Sounds good. I'd say pick it up. Borderlands the pre-sequel. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say don't. If you have
It's a
Borderlands
very
2,
small
buy it.
discount too. It's $50.
If you don't have Borderlands 2, maybe buy it, but don't.
If you have
even. It's not that
Borderlands 2,
good.
don't bother.
To be honest, I didn't like it that much. Pre-sequel really disappointed me. But as I told you and not anyone else, because no one will know of this, my intentions behind hating the guts of 2K and THQ, which is one company now. But yeah,
Alright.
next.
Dark Souls 750.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick
Prepare
it
to
up.
Die edition too, so it's got a bunch of other stuff in it. Pick it up. Divinity Original Sin.
What?
Divinity Original Sin.
Sounds actually pretty cool.
It's like Diablo.
Oh.
Kind of, except it's turn-based.
Might be good.
Dead Island Riptide.
Don't.
Don't bother. Alien Isolation.
Pick it up. I really like this game. It's like a return to form for what the Alien games should be.
Yeah, I'd say pick it up.
Oh, I'm getting texts. 1 sec.
I don't know what some of these games are. Wasteland 2, I'd say pick up. It seems interesting.
I don't know what it is.
I
cry every time.
Still got a lot more sales, so I gotta start calling it soon.
Yeah.
Because the list keeps going on and on.
Alright, one more page, I guess.
It just keeps going down, so I'll go for a few more. Alright, next we got AC4. For the pirates, I'd pick it up, but
I wouldn't pick it up. I mean, if you just want to have a fun time, pick it up, but it's not a good game, really. Skip it.
Kerbal Space Program, I'd say no. Kerbal Space Program, I would say no.
I haven't played that game.
It's really silly. You make a pirate a ship and you try to fly it to the moon. That's the whole premise of the game.
What? Next game.
Terraria,
Pick it up. Terraria is
pick it up. It's fun.
pretty damn good game.
Yep. The Forest.
Oh, don't pick the Forest up. I mean, I'm a fan of the game, but I mean, wait till it's actually out of its alpha or beta state. Because I played the alpha, and did you see me stream the alpha?
No.
It was in such bad state. I could barely freaking move my character. I would chop wood. The game looked horrendous. It was
Okay.
released in a worse state than Watch Dogs or the even WAD.
Alright. I think we're gonna call it around there.
Yep.
Because a lot of this stuff is a bunch of, like, stuff that's on for the rest of the sale. So we're gonna keep it at that.
So this has been a D&B show. This has been a great day for the sale. I'm gonna say
A decent sale, yeah. Generally the list. Yeah.
Main pickups, as I said before, Civ 5, Evil Within, Dark Souls for me. Those three. Avoid. There was some games that were mentioned in the
Age of Mythology.
Age of Mythology, yeah, but not in the feature.
Borderlands the pre-sequel.
No, don't pick that up, but it's not really a low game.
Dead Island
there's some other
Riptide.
ones. Yeah, Riptide.
The Forest.
Probably. Yeah, no, yeah. The Forest is the worst one there. Forest is the worst. I can't believe that game.
Alright. So, I'd say, yeah. So, if you want to pick up games today, you can. But generally, knowing Valve, they put all the games on at the end as well. So, all the sales that have been featured generally go on the featured list at the end on the last day of the sale. So, this has been your NABSHOW podcast, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow with some more sales information.
See you guys.
See you guys later.
Have a good night.
Yep.
And goodbye.
Peace. See ya.